Hello everyone, and welcome to the 127th Canton Fair webinar, ManuFuture. I'm your host Scott, and I'm proud to present to you the Midea Residential Air Conditioner Smart Factory. Our theme, ManuFuture, is a combination of manufacture and future, which represents a leap forward from traditional automation to a fully connected and flexible system. Midea Smart Factory is a holistic solution that features digitization, automation, and lean manufacturing. The revolution of Midea air conditioner productivity will result in greater overall asset efficiency, improve product quality, reduce costs, increase safety, and greater sustainability. But let's first take a look at digitization. Midea's industrial networks digitize the operations through the entire value chain. Our digital twin system creates a virtual mirror of real-world production data. This process creates high yield of high quality data that can be traced, measured, and analyzed to establish a more efficient and agile system. The SCADA system realizes inter-equipment connection and communication. The MES system enables real-time tracking and monitoring. Because, as we all know, by increasing transparency, an organization can make more accurate decisions. The DMS system improves the stability and efficiency of daily management, while the Anden system enables error resolution and shortens on-site response time. A digital energy management system measures real-time energy use and therefore minimizes energy consumption. The second feature of Midea Smart Factory is automation. The automatic robots can increase yield, uptime, and quality, as well as reduce costs and reduce waste. AI technology now fully replaces manual quality inspection, achieving a 100% detection rate and ensuring top quality AC production. Automated logistics system improves the punctuality of delivery and shipping, but also enables a holistic view of both upstream and downstream supply chain processes. This, of course, drives greater overall supply network efficiency. Now, the third feature of Midea Smart Factory is lean manufacturing. The MBS system has transformed manufacturing, taking every indicator to unprecedented levels. Production cycle shortened by 22%. Inventory turnover area shrunk by 50%. Response-related incidents have been reduced by 73%, and our incident processing time shortened to 8 minutes. Midea Residential Air Conditioner Smart Factory. Together with you, we manufacture the future. We're now very honored to invite three distinguished guests to share their insight with us here today. And through this, we hope that you can experience fresh ideas and practical advice at today's Midea webinar. Henrik von Schiele, best known as Industry 4.0 originator, the Nobel Prize winner of knowledge sharing, founding father and driving force behind Industry 4.0 Workgroup, is here with us today and will explain the fourth industrial revolution and how COVID-19 relates to and influences it. Please, let us now welcome Henrik. Henrik, hi.
Hi, Scott, and welcome to one of the most disruptive periods in human mankind. We call that the fourth industrial revolution. And this is one element we are all part of. The fourth industrial revolution is the colliding of three worlds together: the digital world, the physical world, and the virtual world. And this is the world that we live in today that is faced with the biggest disruptive period where everything is changing. Our economy is changing, how we live, how we consume, how we interact, and how supply chain, manufacturing, how the industry borders, everything will change in the shortest period of human mankind ever. Now, the difference between the other three industrial revolutions and this one is that the other ones were linear in growth and disruption, and this one is exponential in disruption and opportunity and growth. So the reasons why it's exponential in nature is because there are 6 key paradigm shifts that are driving it. And the 6 key paradigm shifts are the ones that give us a huge opportunity as human mankind, but they also put us as a challenge. The challenge is by 2030, we will, at the pace we're working right now, we need to consume 3 planets. So we need to change the way that we consume, produce, and package and ship. So this brings us to one of the most exciting points of the fourth industrial revolution. That is, the centerpiece of this is you and me. It's the human being. Humans interact with other humans. We work, we buy from humans, we sell to humans. The centerpiece of what we do in our lives is humans. And one of our key capabilities is our ability to adapt to our environment. And we also have an ability to adapt to the exponential changes. That gives us hope that we actually have the ability to create a better planet if we focus on people, planet, and profit. This is one of the reasons why I really like the slogan from Midea, humanizing technology. So what does COVID has to do with the fourth industrial revolution? Well, one of the 6 paradigm shifts is consumption overload. And the consumption overload is because we're consuming too much and we are living too close together. So a virus can easily ignite into a pandemic. So is there opportunity in the fourth industrial revolution to help us to come out of this? Yes, there is. We can use machine to human, human to machines, artificial intelligence. We can digitalize supply chains. We can accelerate how smart manufacturing works. We can monitor people. We can do many of these things that we already are planning, but we can accelerate them.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you there, Henrik. Now, if COVID-19 has shown us anything, it's that a stronger IoT adoption and digital workflow focused on cyber physical systems will have to be ready for future global disruptions. Transformative technology that Industry 4.0 delivered is driving digital factory innovation. And the digital factory is shaping the future of manufacturing, especially in the post-COVID-19 world. Next, Dana Blewett will share with us how a data-driven smart factory increases productivity, fosters industrial growth, and modifies the profile of the workforce, ultimately changing the competitiveness of companies. So now, let us please welcome Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Scott. You know, the advances that we've seen with Industry 4.0 over the past few years have been amazing. It's really in large part due to the data-driven nature of manufacturing. You know, today, though, it's companies like Midea that are revolutionizing manufacturing, but not just regionally, they're really stepping it up and revolutionizing the whole industry globally. And it's really because of Industry 4.0 technologies that they're able to do that. Something like the Internet of Things, big data analytics, robotics play a huge role. Lean manufacturing and AI for QC and logistics automation. And all of this, it's amazing. The technology is fantastic, but it was largely unsung until the world was hit with this global COVID-19 pandemic that we're all suffering through right now. That disrupted the supply chain, right? It stopped manufacturing and it even halted construction of new facilities, but it was manufacturing centers like this one by Midea that had implemented Industry 4.0 technologies that were able to open sooner, right? They were able to get the supply chains back up and flowing and get employees back to work, which ultimately helps the economy. A lot of companies that have taken the extra measures to enact viable solutions at the workplace, that hasn't had to be the case with manufacturers who've really leaned hard on Industry 4.0 technology. If we look at this facility, it has an end-to-end integration of technology that puts it on the forefront of Industry 4.0. Connectivity is at the heart of Industry 4.0. It being able to allow devices and systems to communicate to each other. Transparency in data is key to accurate decision-making, and the MES system, which they have here at this facility, enables real-time tracking and monitoring and really allows that real-time decision-making to happen. Quality control ensures that products leaving the facility are built to the specifications required, every single one. And then finally, the logistics that bring us our goods. If those are really streamlined with AI technology, it makes it that much smoother. As long as companies like Midea keep investing in technology the way they have with this facility and implementing solid, proven practices like lean manufacturing, the post-COVID-19 world will still have a strong economy.
Great stuff. Thanks, Dana. Okay, we have one more guest with us today from Cougar AG, which is one of the leading suppliers of intelligent automation solutions. So now, let us please welcome Dr. Christian Lietka, Head of Strategic Alliances at KUKA.
Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome from our KUKA headquarters here in Augsburg in lovely Bavaria, Germany. Did you know that this city was founded over 2000 years ago at the time of the Roman Empire? You surely won't find any other place in Europe that combines tradition and innovation like this. Speaking of which, we greatly appreciate the chance to address our greetings via this video message for the introduction of Midea's Thailand Smart Factory. My name is Dr. Christian Lietka. I serve as KUKA's Principal Consultant for Industry 4.0 and Operational Excellence, and I'm absolutely convinced that all the KUKA robots in the new factory will do a fantastic job and enhance productivity. Speaking of Industry 4.0, I like to mention that often different terms like IIoT or digitization are used that address the same principles and just depend on the point of view. Traditionally, shop floors and supply chains have been optimized by applying various lean principles, methods and tools. Nevertheless, the smart factory of the future needs to meet the challenges of mass customization. It is characterized by its ability to easily adapt to changing market conditions. Offering both supreme flexibility and efficiency can only be realized by high automation in conjunction with full digitization. So Industry 4.0 serves as a bond between the digital world and the classical world of operations technology. As a world leader in industrial robotics, KUKA delivers technology made in Germany. We manufacture the most reliable robots and integrate them in our customers' production in all relevant industries all over the world. Our flexible robotic cells and lines are the preferred choice of all major automotive OEMs. Enhanced by our digital services portfolio, we combine operations and information technology. Thus, by increasing process transparency and interpreting it with domain know-how, we are able to reduce the complexity, resulting in significant gains in efficiency, availability, and quality. We are happy to support our friends at Midea and feel honored to contribute to their success. On behalf of the KUKA staff, I would like to wish the new smart factory a prosperous and safe operation.
Excellent. Well, thank you once again to our three guests for your wonderful presentations. Thank you. Okay, so we're now going to move on to a question and answer section and pull the questions out from our audience here. And the first question we've picked from our audience is, how do we apply Industry 4.0 in real life? And how do we apply it in the smart factory? This first question is a brilliant question. I'd like to ask Henrik, could you answer for us, please?
That's a good question. The fourth industrial revolution is always purpose-driven applied. That means you apply it to get a certain outcome. So either for better quality, more automation, lower cost, stronger optimization, improved productivity level. So you have always a purpose what you want to get out of it. So what is it used for in terms of smart manufacturing? In terms of smart manufacturing, the smartest way to start with smart manufacturing is you have to start with a phase one, which is digitalization. So digitalization, the step one for that is digitalizing, sensoring, and connectivity. That's the baseline for all that you have. Then the next one is that you have the digital engineering piece of it. And then the next level is digital operations. If you have these three levels up and running, you have the best baseline to connect machine to machine, to have smart workflows, to have artificial intelligence that works on everything which is non-core and helps you on everything which is core differentiating. So for smart manufacturing to be fully digitalized makes a huge difference. There's around 60% of productivity that you can get out of digitalization that can help you to drive down the cost, increase your performance, increase your quality, and increase your productivity level. So it's a really good way to start in digitalization. The next wave is about smart automation. This is where you think about workflow. Once you have done digitalization, then you go to the next level. That's where you use a blockchain to encrypt your data, how you link it, and you use blockchain for your tiering of your supply chain. Then you use other aspects that is specific to your industry, where you can have a leading edge to it. So this would be the first two steps that I would recommend out of the box.
Thank you, Henrik. Okay, the next question from our audience is, where will digital factors go in the future? And how will it benefit customers and enterprises respectively?
The future of digitalization resides in smart automation. Smart automation is built on a skeleton on artificial intelligence, blockchain, and agile workflows. So this is one of the key skeletons for it. Here's a piece of warning. You cannot achieve smart automation if you've not done baseline first. The first baseline, you have to base your digital grounding on sensoring connectivity to have a better optimization integration in order to achieve the second base.
Okay, we have time for one more question. The final question we've picked out is, how are IoT and Industry 4.0 related, and why should manufacturers care?
So IoT and digitalization is actually one of the same things. In 2008, when we did the strategy for Germany, we called it Digital Agenda, and it was accepted by all the European countries, and all of them implemented it. That's called today their agenda, Digital Agenda 2020. IBM asked me at the World Economic Forum in 2010 if we can change the name digitalization to IoT, because that was one of their big marketing campaigns. So we called the first wave in the Industry 4.0, instead of digitalization, we called it Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things consists of 5 main pillars. One of them is big data, one of them is analytics, one of them is augmented reality, and one of them is IoT. And this is the element which we call digitalization. So digitalization, why should you care? Well, it's one of the most important elements if you want to connect information, data, people, and robots all together in one. It's the one most important element to take one step to the future.
You know, I think manufacturers need to care, because if they don't adapt, if they don't evolve, they'll die. You know, and manufacturing is an ultra competitive field. No matter what you're making, any edge that you can get is going to improve your efficiency, is going to set you apart from others, and it's going to allow you to live another day and hopefully beyond. Thank you everyone for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, well, thank you once again, and thank you all very much for attending the 127th Canton Fair webinar, Midea RAC, Man Your Future.